Hey everyone, about to go into the finals of a Zendikar-Worldwake draft. Next week will be the Zendikar block draft, so that'll be what's up next Thursday probably. I'm trying to do all the flashback drafts for the rest of the year, so I only missed like 3 while I was out of town, but I was wanting to do all of them period, but I couldn't. So this hand is definitely a mulligan, and we will send it back, the one land being the primary issue here. This one's a little better, mostly because we get to scry and we have like all white cards and 1 white mana. We have removal. We have something we can even play. Granted, we need to draw lands, but it's a decent chance that we draw lands. I think we keep it and we leave that on top. And I feel pretty good about that. Turn 1 Step Links, turn 2 Outfitter is a solid start, I think. Okay, well now we play the Skyfisher for the synergy with the Step Links and it's going to be more likely to get in for damage next turn. Turn our land, in our turn. Got a Hookmaster to help us get in some extra damage after our opponent, starts playing some stuff that's bigger than a 2/3. Which could be now, who knows. Okay, so that kills my Step Links, which is a little sad. Yeah, that card is super good in this format. Makes me wonder if my opponent has another one. But he needs 5 mana before he can just like kill my whole board. And actually, it still won't kill the Skyfisher, but that's not good for our opponent. That is not good. I'm thinking about playing the Griffin and then not playing a land. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Because then I can get in for 4 flying damage even if my opponent plays a blocker. Granted, I also have Hookmaster, but I could hold off. Yeah, our opponent got mana screwed there, and he just couldn't beat us. Good news is he has Swamps, so Marsh Threader will be happy about him having Swamps, not about getting that -2/-2 effect. Yeah, we didn't really see enough to know anything else, especially since we already have both our Marsh Threaders main board, so we'll just go back out there. All right, this one is interesting. We got a bunch of lands. We have a removal spell, and we do have an early-ish creature, but I don't think it's early enough. I think we mulligan it. If we just draw all lands, we're dead, so... Okay, I think this is a keep because we get to scry mostly, and so we will, and yeah, that'll work for me. We don't have double white, so that's kind of a downside, but a land on top and having both our colors is something I'm happy about. I think I'm actually going to return the plains just because in the event I would like to be able to play another creature next turn, basically, even if I don't draw land. So we will. Here's our Anthem. And we'll play the Scrabbler, since that's all we can really play. Yeah, this time we don't have removal, unfortunately. Well, our opponent is... I think must be having bad luck. So we're going to go ahead and pump up Hedron Scrabbler with that land. Try to swing for 4 here. So I'm thinking about playing Crusher Zendikon. But our opponent could easily, if he gets to 5 mana, he could kill this, and that would be pretty ugly for us. Okay. Hideous End. So good. I mean, I still think it's a real possibility that he has a way to do that, but at least we get the land back, right? So I think I'm going to play Crusher Zendikon on a mountain. We really only need 1 mountain, so... And we'll end our turn. So if he draws a 5th land here, uses that spell to kill both our guys, we're going to be a little sad. More than a little. We'll be really sad. Brave the Elements, it's worth noting, wouldn't work on that because it's not a targeted effect or damage. That's all that protection affects. -2/-2 will still destroy all of our creatures even if we played Brave the Elements. Well, actually, it would kill them anyway because this is red and this is an artifact. Okay. I'm cool with that, I suppose. I think we just swing for 4. Yeah, Brave the Elements is pretty bad right here. Drawing mana for a Hookmaster would be good. I mean, we could have played it there, but I thought getting in for 4 was a little better, especially when we have 2 Burst Lightnings in our deck. Okay, so now we can draw 2 cards off of that thing, which is not what we wanted to happen. So I might have to play the Hookmaster now, even if I don't draw a land here. Yeah, I think we have to, basically. We just can't let him draw 4. This will keep him from drawing 4 cards, basically. And that's pretty relevant right now. The mana problems are real. Our opponent got mana screwed even worse last game, though, so I can't really complain too much. We used to have 3 lands and have played several spells. Oh, actually, it only keeps him from drawing 2, I guess. Yeah. 4 would be nice. Wishful thinking. Just need to kill that thing. Our Journey to Nowhere has been MIA since our first match. It would be pretty nice here, I think. Getting to this late point in the game probably isn't a good thing for us. Okay. So I could play Marshall's Anthem here, and then these are both big enough to attack. I think we probably do. I think it's better in the long run. He's going to counter that or something. Ruin our lives. It's a real possibility. Yeah, man, if you get this in your first pack, it's so good. Like to try to build an ally deck around. See what our opponent has for us. That trap probably. Yeah, Whiplash trap. It hurts. We do get another trigger off of Hookmaster because he did that, though. So there could have been worse things. Worse things could have happened there. And another trigger off of our Hedron Crawler. So not the worst. Uh-oh. Jeez. This guy likes drawing cards. I mean, I don't blame him. I do too. He could still draw at least 2 more, and he may play another ally first. Nope. Yeah, so I think we play the Hookmaster, leave 1 wide up for Brave the Elements, should that become relevant. And we're also going to swing with this, most likely. Right, so Reckless Scholar. Do we need him to draw even more cards? I don't really think we do. So I think we swing, play the Hookmaster, tap that guy down again. Okay, this worries me a little. It makes it seem like my opponent is like a couple turns away from just like owning the game, and he's trying to survive as well as he can, basically. We do not want to tap our mana like that. So we're going to tap him down again, and we'll end our turn. We might actually get to cast Celestial Mantle this game. Unfortunately, we don't have an evasive creature to put it on. But it's pretty good on anything, as long as, especially if we can protect the thing with Brave the Elements. Win Zendikar, okay. That's obnoxious. But still not especially large with my Marshal's Anthem in play. Alright. Play those flyers. Get to finally play our Outfitter, it looks like. Maybe. Didn't get any islands off of that. I don't mind that too much, I don't think. So we're going to take that, go to 14. Well, it looks like we probably will get to play Celestial Mantle, like I said. He's a lot better when he's a 2/2. Could double block one of them. I would definitely kill the ally if he decides to block with it, because it makes him draw fewer cards, but he doesn't want to, so that's okay. Yeah. We're going to say black. That does mean we won't have our Brave the Elements up now if we play the Outfitter, but I think it's probably okay. And we'll end our turn. It is scary with the number of cards he has in his hand and the amount of mana he has for us to try to Celestial Mantle right now. So it might be a little too dangerous. It may be better to wait till I have 7 mana so that I can like basically counter whatever removal spell he tries to play. But if the board stays the same, I can basically just play a land and swing with everything again. I can't imagine it will, though. He's just drawn so many cards. Right? Marauder. If he taps out, I think I definitely play the Mantle. Lots of creatures. Making my Mantle a little bit worse since we don't have an evasive creature of our own. Although, Brave the Elements kind of works to give something evasion. He still doesn't have great blocks, so yeah, I think we try to wait a turn. Opponent only has 3 mana up, it's worth noting, but man, it would be a massacre. We can also use it here if he tries to do something fancy like bounce my guys or whatever. He only has 1 creature who can trade and the others just die, so okay. So do I use Brave the Elements here to kill both of them? I might. I think we do. Give it a try anyway. We'll go with protection from blue. Since that also kills his Drake thingy. So we just got a pretty big blowout there. So once again, this card is like, if you can make your deck have almost all white creatures, you're in pretty good shape with that card. Opponent's down to 3. And we got a rare that's good if you're super white too, although we didn't actually ever get to use its ability. You don't need to draw more cards. It's unnecessary. Draws. Oh, actually, he only draws 2 again now because he had to give up an ally. He again doesn't have great blocks. I mean, he's in a situation where one creature can trade, the others just die, especially because we know we're gonna play another land. I'm probably gonna try to play Celestial Mantle. That's yeah, so it'll kill my one guy. That's okay. So now we can play our Mantle pretty safely. He may have like Disfigure too, in which case, no, don't do it. Oh good, it's just a Tempest Owl. So we're definitely playing Celestial Mantle on our turn. Probably on the Hookmaster, so that if he bounces it, we get a little bit of value at least. Glad he finally tapped out, and I'm glad we finally get to cast Celestial Mantle. He basically just has to block this creature. I mean, chump even, because, and he can't actually do any better than that. Oh yeah, he can triple block it, but he loses all of his guys and still takes 3, so he can't. He has to block it with just one creature and hope, and then block my other guy with another creature. Yeah, that will be a trade. So that ally's gone. At least there's that. So our opponent just has a straight up kill spell now. We could really lose this game still without too much effort because we're out of gas basically, and our opponent is still making gas. Yeah, it's been odd. We have not drawn any removal. Yeah, that's right. Brave the Elements has kind of worked out as removal, but that's all it's done. So yeah, if he has removal, we get 2 for 1 pretty hard here. He can also just like triple block my guy now. And I can only kill, oh no, I can kill all 3 of them. It's probably an okay deal. Man. Yeah, I think we swing. See if he can do something here. If it's just a chump block, we're okay with that, but hold on to these lands for our landfall creatures as well as to make our opponent think we have something. But we're in trouble for sure. Ooh. Yeah. That's not so good for us. We got Marshall's Anthem and Celestial Mantle in this game, and we still not lose, mostly because this thing. Opponent's just drawn. Look, he has 7 cards left in his deck. That shows you how many more cards he's drawn than I have. Because I have 22 left. It's actually kind of amazing we survived as long as we did. So, if he swings here, I'm just dead unless I draw a way to remove this blocker. So, yeah. Well, now I think we are just straight up dead. Do we have anything we can draw that can pull us out of this? I'm not sure we do. It's definitely not that land. All right. Well, Burst Lightning. Burst Lightning could have done it. Just won us the game on the spot. Pitfall Trap seems kind of bad against him. He has so many creatures that either... There's all of our removal. But yeah, Pitfall Trap seems a little bit bad against him. He has a lot of flyers. He does have some creatures who don't have flying, but I don't really know what I'd bring in. I mean, at least I can kill some things with it. Just don't have a good sideboard at all. Right, well, we got both our bombs in that game and couldn't win, so try again in the next one. All right, let's just get a nice aggressive hand. That, if one of these was a plains, this would be it, but it's not. So, but yeah, like, if we can get an aggressive start against him, I think we just win, because his deck is more controlling. Wow. Mana problems. I think we got to keep this one and pray that scrying helps us. At least we have some early removal, but our mountains have either like loved us or hated us. It's been rough. We're gonna keep. I may regret that decision. Woo! Can't play Step Links on turn 1, unfortunately, but that's probably okay. We do have a creature with evasion this time. I mean, it does die really easily, especially to his that spell that he had last game. I'm probably going to play the Lynx first, because if we can get him to just kill the Lynx, and then we can stick our Marsh Threader, I don't feel too bad. End our turn. Let that do some damage to our opponent. Halimar Depths. Yeah, these utility lands are all pretty nice. I think they're probably a better cycle of utility lands than the ones that were in Battle for Zendikar. Could be wrong, but they do seem better to me. All right, we will take 2. Oh, disfigure. Did you have to do that? Play our Threader. Now we don't really have a choice. Play a Mountain, so we can have Burst Lightning up. So we got a removal this game. That's nice. Yeah, we just take this. Okay, I think we probably just Burst Lightning this thing. We know our opponent has ally synergies. It has flying. We have 1 mana up. Those all seem like good reasons to do it. Okay. I think we do play our Hookmaster. For now, I think I'm going to hold on to Smoldering Spires. I hope he plays that ally again and we can actually kill it this time. The one that drew him 1,000 cards in the last game. That one. Well, that doesn't worry me a whole lot. Attack with both. Swamp Walk. Play a land and end my turn. Opponent goes to 10. Do need to start drawing some creatures now, I think. Okay. Well, now we have to play Smoldering Spires. Like, if we draw plains, we can just play our guy. So, but we're going to swing with both of them. Opponent has something, I think. Oh, yeah. That's so good. Unfortunately, we've lost our evasive creature again right before being able to cast Celestial Mantle. Our opponent has a much less well-developed board this time, at least. And we also have Journey to Nowhere, which is nice to get a blocker out of the way. What to do, what to do. I think we just pass our turn. I wish he was going to take more damage from this, but we're at 10 now. I'm probably going to end up Burst Lightninging that thing. I mean, I could attack. I just don't see him taking it. I could Journey in Burst Lightning, I guess, but that's not that good. No, we're just going to pass. My opponent does not lose life. Okay, well, our opponent is tapped out now. And if he attacks with even one thing... Well, let's see what he does. If he's super aggressive here and we draw our land, we're going to be so happy. Okay. So... Man. Go to 6. I mean, here's the thing. If we draw mana for Celestial Mantle, we want to be Burst Lightninging that thing. If we don't draw it, I can then just Journey to Nowhere this and buy myself time. So I think we take it. And then I think I Burst Lightning this guy out of the way. That is not what I wanted. But we do have our backup plan that I mentioned, which is Journey to Nowhere on that guy. And we get in for 2. If we draw one more land, we can also Marshal's Anthem plus get back Marsh Threader, which isn't too bad. Could I have journeyed his guy? No, I couldn't have journeyed and Burst Lightning enough for lethal. Wouldn't have worked, unfortunately. Well, that's obnoxious. We're both at 5. He's going to drop me to 4, I guess. If he's brave, he is. That is not what I was looking for. All right. Yeah, I think we just attack into... Oh no, we're just dead if we do that, especially if he has removal. Yeah, we can't, sadly. We will play this, who is a good Celestial Mantle target if we can draw the land for it. The bad news is we even have to draw a plane, so there's like a chance we don't get to. Same thing with Marshal's Anthem. Although the Anthem could just win us the game on its own in some scenarios. But yeah, this is a tight game 3. Oh, really? Really? Yeah, we're just dead now. I wish I had my Brave the Elements. Yep, we lose. It's okay. We went 2-1 with a deck that I think probably shouldn't have. There they are. And there's Brave the Elements too. My deck is taunting me. Okay, well, I think our deck was pretty sweet. It was fun to play. Brave the Elements was a kind of card that I've never really gotten to play with in any format, really. Just kind of unique in that most of the time it gave all my creatures protection from one color for only 1 mana, and that was really good. Would have been great there, for example. Especially because we were going to top deck a Plains and then just win on the next turn. But, you know, doesn't always work out that way. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll be back next week with the Zendikar block flashback draft. See you then.